want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Is Shannon gonna be arrested or not? What have we learned from the spiritual readings about Naziah? Now, this is an open panel. If there's any spiritual readers out there that would like to join me on the panel and take a shot at, what you may have saw in the Naziah Harris case, feel free to join me on the panel. But before I get started with my demonstration, I just want to say this, a quick public announcement, all right? When it comes to spiritual readings, when it comes to the psychics, everybody don't believe in it, and that's fine. That's fine. If you don't believe in it, that's fine. However, there are those that do believe in it. And one thing that I catered my platform around was that everybody's opinion, everybody's perspective, and everybody's belief is welcome. All right. Now, the spiritual readers, the psychic, they might offend you all. They might offend some of y'all. Hey, I can't stop it, because just as well as I allow you to speak on your beliefs and I allow you to give your perspective on things, I have to allow everybody to give their opinion and their perspective. I think that's what makes my platform the platform that it is because everybody knows that we can go to Shank's platform and we'll be able to give our opinion and our perspective without being shot down by the host. Okay. So if you are a spiritual reader, if you are psychic, whatever you want to call it, and you want to join me on my panel, feel free to join me on my panel and give your insight on this. Before I get started, let me come to this quick clip of Aunt Bree. Shout out to Kenya. Kenya was able to be on the panel with Aunt Bree. And in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, I believe that the words, the message that Aunt Bree gave Kenya was well appreciated by Kenya. So let's tap into this for those that wasn't here to see Aunt Bree in Kenya.
Here, just what candles represent is to keep the line of communication open from our world to that world. A white candle. Once you light that wick, it's initiated.
Okay.
That's what I'm explaining to you. And have a picture up and just communicate with her. Ask her to show you what is it that you need to see. She'll come to you in your dreams, a vision, because we have gifts. We just choose to block them. So when we're in traumatic situations like this, those gifts prevail.
And let me just say this. There are many of you out here that has this gift that Bree is talking about. Don't let no one stand in your way of you following your gift. Everybody have gifts. My gift is different from your gift. Everybody has the right to believe as they want to believe. Don't let nobody knock you for your belief. If you believe a spiritual reading, if you believe in a spiritual reading, if you think that you have that gift, stand by it. Don't let nobody tell you what you should believe in. That's one of the biggest things that really, makes me mad is people always trying to tell other people what they should believe. A Christian can't tell a Muslim what they should believe. A Muslim can't tell a Christian what they should believe. An atheist, we cannot tell people what they should believe and what they should not believe. Let them follow. Let them follow their dreams. Let them follow their gifts. We We got to get out of that mind frame of thinking what's best for me is best for you. No. Let's not do that. So if you are blessed with these gifts of spiritual readings, go for it.
So
go ahead.
When my daughter and we started looking for her, I told my daughter, I said, she in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I told her she was in the water.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely in the water. They moved that aunt. Is she still walking the streets?
Is she still? Yeah, she's not locked up or anything. Not yet.
She her ass whooped.
Now let me just slide in. So you can see right there that Kenya is comparing her notes about that water. Kenya was spot on with Bree, except Bree mentioning that Kenya was Nazaya's aunt. We know that Kenya is not Nazaya's aunt, but like Bree said, you're like an aunt figure to her. You know, also, Bree mentioned that Nazaya was maybe 2 to 4 weeks pregnant. We really don't know how many weeks, how many months Nazaya was pregnant. We still, to this day, don't have in black and white that Nazaya was pregnant. So now I do know when it comes to the readings of the spiritual reading, they're going to be spot on, but every now and then they might be off a little bit. But Kenya felt the vibe. Now, if Kenya would have said, Shank, I rocks with you, and but this right here, let's not do this. Then I would have shut it down. But Kenya was just like most of us. Kenya was looking at it like, let me hear her out first. Because unless you is Jarvis, unless you is Shannon, unless you is Nazaya and others, none of us know exactly what happened. But what we are all doing and what we have been doing, we have been trying to get to the bottom. We've been trying to get to the bottom of the Nazaya Harris case. Now, for those that might want to know how I reached out to Aunt Bree about the Nazaya Harris case, I did the demonstration with Kata Scott, and I had Aunt Bree on my panel. After that demonstration was over, a lot of y'all reached out to me and said, hey, Shank, won't you see about getting Aunt Bree to give a reading on the Nazaya Harris case? I'm like, okay, it ain't gonna hurt. Because the last time I checked, other spiritual readers was giving their input in it. Nobody was really, calling them liars. Nobody was really debunking the other spiritual readings. So why debunk Aunt Bree? Aunt Bree pretty much gave the same insight that the other spiritual readers gave. She gave a little bit something different, however, but they all spoke about pretty much the same. So Kenya didn't have a problem with it. So, but let me move on, y'all. And remember, when I dropped the link, if you would like to join me on the panel, feel free to join me on the panel.
Real bad.
That ain't all she need done.
No, for real. That's accurate. And those babies that's in the house, they need to be cared after as well. They need to be taken in for some type of psychiatrist and things of that sort. Far as the baby girl that we're on, the topic that we're on, yes, definitely in the water, definitely was near that dog. I don't know why she keeps showing me this dog. The dog is very, I'm scared of dogs, period. But like the dog is very like and a big dog, you know?
It is a big dog.
In my vision, that's what I see. I see him under the dirt underneath the gate. You know how dogs scratch?
Yeah.
So I thought something was showing up that was, the aunt was going to check on it, and something was showing up, and he told her in code over the phone, get that out of there. Now, who helped her? No, I can't pick that up. One thing I ain't gonna do is be a liar. I cannot pick up who helped her. But for sure, it's not too far from where that gate is at. They was lazy with it.
They had to wait till the water unthawed.
Yeah, they was lazy with it. And as far as, you know, that baby.
All right. So, what do y'all think? Let me know y'all thoughts as far as what Aunt Bree had to say. Let me drop the link. If there are any spiritual readers that would like to come up and give a reading, feel free. Feel free to come on up. Salute to my chat. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the replay gang. I see you, Lola, Alicia, Miss Parker, Essie, Marty, Leo the Lion. I see the chat. I see the chat. Now, Shannon, it's a reason why Shannon hasn't been arrested. Some say, but Shank, if Shannon was involved, and if Shannon did it, and if Jarvis talked, then Shannon would be locked up. That's not true. That's not true. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Where are my Rock Squad members at? And where are those that know about the Naziah Hurd? Where's my Rock Squad members? And where is those that know about the Shanquella Robinson case? Right? Now, we all know, and the whole world know, that Dejanay Jackson should be locked up. Right? But is Dejanay Jackson locked up? No, she ain't locked up. So you can't say if Shannon was responsible and if Jarvis told, then Shannon should be locked up. And that's a clear sign that Shannon ain't had nothing to do with it. Dejanay Jackson ain't locked up. And they got Dejanay on tape. I know, but Shank, the reason why Dejanay ain't locked up is because of this. It don't make a difference why she ain't locked up. What I'm saying is she's not locked up, and she should be locked up. Now let's go down the rabbit hole and find out why Shannon is not locked up. JJ says they need to look in those reservoirs that look like tunnels at the park. Yes, I see you, April. I see the chat. I see you, Precious. I see you sent dollars. Now, why isn't Shannon locked up? I see you, Radiance. Fadi B, better known as Frank, is connected to one of those. I think Shannon is an easy case. They need her as a witness right now. And that could be it. You know, that right there could be it. It could be that they need her for a witness. But we got to remember, y'all. We got to remember. Okay? Same way with the Shanquella Robinson case. All right? In other cases, there's a cover-up. So even though Dejanay Jackson should be locked up, should have been extradited back to Mexico, it's a cover-up that's protecting Dejanay Jackson. Don't know. Can't go deep. I can tell y'all, most people believe Dina King was covering it up, but In the Nazaria Harris case, it is a cover-up. And that's the main reason why Shannon has not been charged. That's the main reason why she hasn't been arrested. Why is it? Why is it that no matter what platform you go on, if you come on Shank's platform, no matter what other platform you go to, all content creators believe Shannon unalive Nazaria. Somebody find me a content creator that don't believe that. We all believe, the subscribers believe Shannon unalived her. Ain't that what the spiritual readers said? Don't all the spiritual readers point their finger to Shannon? So for anybody to try to come and say, y'all just trying to get Jarvis off. Jarvis did it by himself. It's nothing more and nothing else. Even the new subscribers, and shout out to all the new subscribers, because there are a lot of new subscribers. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Even the new subscribers that really don't even know the case, that know about that much of the case, even they believe Shannon unalived her. See, we're not trying to get Jarvis off. Jarvis is cooked. He's cooked. This is the second thing that all content creators, this is the second thing that we all believe when it comes to Jarvis. Jarvis is a nasty ass monster that should be locked away and the key should be thrown away. Jarvis should be buried under the jail, under the prison. Find me a platform that don't believe that. See, we can nip this, all this stuff that's really going on, y'all. We can nip it in the bud real quick if we stay focused and don't get caught up in our emotions. And just because we might not like this content creator, we shoot this content creator down. But this content creator might be saying the same thing that the other content creators say that you like. But just because it's the content creator you don't like, you shoot them down. Let's stop that. Let's just nip this in the bud. Seriously, y'all, let's come on and nip this in the bud. Shannon is being protected. Nah, see, Shannon ain't out that mob. Shannon ain't built like that. Shannon don't get down like that. Man, do y'all know, and I know everybody can vouch for this. Do y'all know how many red rummers that I know that I would in a million years wouldn't believe that they got a body? And I know everybody in my chat, everybody on the replay gang that's watching this can say the same thing. And I'm sure we all have that one family member, at least one family member that turned out to be a red rummer and we couldn't believe it. No, not my little sister. No, not my uncle. No, not my little cuz. No, not my brother. They wouldn't hurt a fly. Shit. And come to find out, they got 3 and 4 bodies under their belt. Can't say Shannon wouldn't hurt a fly. Can't say that. We all got the potentials of taking a life. I got the potentials of taking somebody's life. You got the potentials of taking somebody's life. It just depends on the circumstances. It just depends on the circumstances. And the circumstances with Shannon and Nazaria, it went too far. Now, me personally, I don't believe that Shannon set out to take her life. Most of the times when people take a life, not all the time, but most of the times when people take a life, it just be the circumstances. They really didn't mean to take the life. It's just the way how the ball bounced. And in that situation, that's just how the ball bounced. But the spiritual readers, Not just Aunt Bree. Let's take Aunt Bree off the table. Some of y'all think Aunt Bree is a fake. Okay, let's take her off the table. But it's some other spiritual readers that said the same thing Aunt Bree said, and y'all was in agreement with those spiritual readers. So those spiritual readers feel the same, right? Go back and listen to the spiritual readers. They're going to tell you the same thing just about that Aunt Bree was saying. Now, Shannon is being protected. You got to remember, y'all. You got to remember, Miss Annette, her arm is strong. Her hand is strong. She's connected. That's her baby. She done already lost one baby, which is Naziah. Now, whether we feel as though Miss Annette cared for Naziah, that's another subject. However, Miss Annette, in her mind, she already lost one baby. She ain't trying to lose another baby. And what the spiritual readers say, what did Aunt Bree say? Miss Annette and Shannon and them relationship is tight. It's like a sister-sister relationship. Miss Annette is the reason why Shannon hasn't been arrested. Appreciate this super sticker, Charlotte. People get information off other YouTubers. Exactly. Exactly. But if you listen to all of the content creators, right, and put aside how you may feel about each content creator, put aside the way that each content creator run their platform, all right? But get to the meat and potatoes of each content creator. We believe the same out of those two things. We believe that Jarvis did not red rum Naziah. Jarvis is a pawn. We believe that Jarvis is a nasty ass monster. We believe that he was inappropriately touching Naziah and the other children and grooming them. We believe all of that. When we believe that Jarvis should be put away for the rest of his life. But we also know and we also believe Shannon was highly upset. The jealous kicked in, the rage. You know, she looking at it, my niece, she could accept the other females. You know, she could accept, fighting and, being in a challenge with these other females. Because if you get to the other females, they all were similar to each other. But Naziah, she was way more intelligent than Shannon. She is more, filled with life and ambition. See, just listen to me, and y'all can fact check this. All the new subbies, all the new ones that pulled up, y'all can fact check this. At the preliminary, and somebody throw a 3 in the chat if I'm lying. All right? Throw a 3 in the chat if I'm lying about what I'm about to say. At the preliminary, didn't the lady judge come for Miss Annette? Didn't the lady judge come for Shannon? Didn't she call them out? Yes or no? Right? Now, if the lady judge called them out, and I know what I'm about to say, I know a lot of y'all gonna be offended by it, because a lot of y'all really, really supports Kim Worthy, and a lot of y'all really think that Kim Worthy does an excellent job. I'm not gonna say she don't, but in the Naziah Harris case, she didn't. When it was time for Kim Worthy to call out Miss Annette and Shannon, somebody tell me why Kim Worthy didn't call Shannon and Miss Annette out. I'll wait. We calling them out. all of us is calling them out. Why the judge called them out, but not Kim Worthy? Why did Kim Worthy, see, seriously, y'all, seriously, why did Kim Worthy say, now this ain't Shank Rock's words, why did Kim Worthy say there will be more arrests made? Yes or no? Yes or no? Why did she say there will be more arrests made? Well, we waiting. Who else gonna get arrested? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Somebody do a demonstration. Y'all, some people love debunking Shank anyway. So your next demonstration, don't debunk Shank Rock. Just answer Shank Rock's question. Or you do that demonstration and speak on why did Kim Worthy say there will be more arrests made, but nobody else has been arrested. We don't twist the narratives. We don't. We only state what is given to us. So you can't get mad at Shank Rock because I'm only stating what is given to me. You understand? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, I'm going to go to one more clip, and I'm not going to hold y'all that much longer because I wanted to make this a real short demonstration so that way everything that I'm saying, you know, because sometimes a long demonstration, sometimes people don't have the capacity to listen to the whole demonstration. So I want to make this short. I'm going to make this one short. All right. So let me go to this other one. And then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me bring it up.
Love you. Stop blaming
I'm her
yourself.
cousin.
Another thing that I picked up on you. Stop blaming yourself. It's not your fault. You feel guilty because you feel like you could have took her. But you did what you could. You still her aunt. She still loves you. Stop blaming
I'm her
yourself.
cousin. I'm not her aunt. I'm her cousin. Yeah.
But you're aunt figure.
I could have helped. Yeah, I could have gotten a hold of her if I would have knew.
So right. It's all right. You don't have to blame yourself. It's all right. Sometimes things is out of our control. That doesn't mean it's your fault. You understand? This baby has been enduring pain since she has moved in that household. Not just because she was being essayed, because she has abandonment issues of her mother and her father.
I can believe that.
You understand? So she found comfort and love from her, what do you call that?
Her grandmother, auntie, the
and
Jarvis.
Him.
Yeah.
So she look at that spirit. Look at that spirit.
I saw it.
Like, that's the second time in the flu. That baby is in here heavy.
Now, like I said, y'all don't have to believe it. I believed it. I believe that was Nazaya's spirit. I'm not here to convince nobody. I can only tell y'all what I believe, you know. And I was one of those, you know. I was one of those when it came to the spiritual readers and all of that. Nah. But then I started to tap in, and then I started to see, and I started to listen. And I was like, you know what? Whether I believe it, they spot on. Because Aunt Bree, she was spot on. That's what led me to Aunt Bree. Shout out to Aunt Bree. That's what led me to Aunt Bree. Because I said, damn. I said, either she was a part of that Katie Scott case, or either she knows what she talking about. When I brought Aunt Bree up on my panel, she broke it down. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. But like I said, just because I believe it, that don't mean you have to believe it. And just because I believe it, that don't mean that I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Or that don't mean that Bree is fake. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on. We can't choose which spiritual readers is fake and which one is real. I mean, we can. But if they saying the same thing, if they giving us the same food to eat, come on, we dissatisfying ourselves because we caught up because we don't like Shank Rock. And because Shank Rock had Aunt Bree on his panel, we're going to debunk Aunt Bree and we're going to dispute it. Fine, go ahead. Go ahead. But like I said, as y'all can see, look in my chat. Y'all can see all the people that's in my chat that's on the same page that I'm on. Watch the replay game. And y'all going to see all the people that believes Aunt Bree. I'll say it again. Everybody is not going to agree with Muslims. Everybody is not going to agree with Christians. Everybody is not going to agree with Jehovah's Witness, so forth and so forth. But that don't mean what the Christians got to teach you is bad. That don't mean what the Muslims got to teach you is bad. That don't mean what the Jehovah's Witnesses got to teach you is bad. It's all a school of thought. Open your minds. Open your third eye. Your third eye is your mental, your mind. Open your third eye and take in. Listen. Whether you believe it or not, just listen. Because when you speak on your belief, when you speak on your perspectives, you want people to listen to you. Appreciate you for becoming a member, Super Shannon. But Shannon is being protected, and that's why Shannon hasn't been arrested. Now, will she get arrested? Not sure. We'll have to wait till it play out. When I said Jarvis is talking, I never said Jarvis was talking to the prosecutors. I never said that. I said Jarvis has been talking to other inmates. They got 300 hours of Jarvis's jail phone calls. Come on, people. Come on. I never said that Jarvis was going to take a plea agreement. I never said he was going to take a deal. Y'all got to stop. Let me get to my chat, then we're going to get out of here. And for the naysayers, Bree definitely told us where baby girl was buried. She gave us a whole visual. That gate, the dug, she was close, but they moved her. Facts. So everybody that believes Aunt Bree, continue to believe Aunt Bree. Don't let nobody distract you. If you want to believe Aunt Bree, believe Aunt Bree. I see you, Blended Healing. I could bring Sister Blended Healing up here. You know, this is Blended Healing Department. Come on, man. I can't even do that. Believe, I'm sorry. I'm just that sister out, and I'm okay with that. Fact, Shank, you said none of that. People be strong and wrong, twisting people's words, shaking my head. Thank you, Lola. I see you, Jacqueline. So if nobody wants to come up, you know, come on up, tap in. And also Q, I forgot all about Q. My bad, Q. Q gave her vision. People shot her down. People debunked her. That's cool. Big shout out to Q. I see you, Q. I believe, Bree. If what she say is true, why haven't they go do another search? I don't know if you was in here, Lois, but Earth Angel in Kenya, Earth Angel said, Kenya, we need to go back and do another search. See, and I'm glad that you asked that question. Earth Angel and Kenya, and I don't know if they will, but Earth Angel was in the chat and she brought it up to Kenya. We need to go back. Earth Angel was on the same vibe. So, but I'm glad you brought that up. And listen, everybody, go and watch my demonstration with Aunt Bree yourself. Don't let nobody else tell you, because they got it all wrong. They done twisted it. And this is what I'm saying about following people. Don't let nobody tell you. Go and do your own homework on the demonstration yourself, and you're going to see exactly what was said. You have to watch that light when the feather was moving. Kendra light got so dark. Watch it again. I'm going to watch it again, Kimberly. Yeah, they big distraction, shaking my head, and it's sad because I don't care. It could have been my aunt or cousin. I'm telling on them facts. I see you, goddess. Kenya and Earth Angel said she went to the spot Bree is talking about, but they could not get close because of the dove. Facts. Thank you, Lola. Ha! Thank you. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Appreciate you, Lola. I can go that, I can't pronounce that, a receipt to get past that dog if they want. Be more sleep ball. Shout out to all my people from Baltimore. Goddess Bree did her thing. Yes, she did. And to all the new subscribers, because there are a lot of new subscribers to the case and they want to know. Listen to everybody. You heard this from Shank Rock. Just don't listen to Shank Rock. Listen to every content creator. Look, you might find out that Shank Rock is just not for you. That's fine. That's fine. You know, you might get around other content creators and you might feel comfortable there. You might not feel comfortable over here with Shank Rock. That's fine. But listen to everybody and listen to the whole demonstration. Then you make the decision if you want to know about this case. The police needs to do their job. Whose dog is that? I can give them a receipt to get past that dog if they want. It's called a Be More Sleep Ball. All right, let me come back to. Now let's watch the light, y'all. Let's watch the light.
Spirit is heavy because that's your, and you feel, and I'm gonna tell you another thing that I picked up on you. Stop blaming yourself. It's not your fault. You feel guilty because you feel like you could have took her, but you did what you could. You still her aunt. She still loves you. Stop blaming
I'm her
yourself.
cousin. I'm not her aunt. I'm her cousin. Yeah.
But you're an aunt figure.
I could have helped. Yeah, I could have gotten a hold of her if I would have knew.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to blame yourself. It's all right. Sometimes things is out of our control. That doesn't mean it's your fault. You understand? This baby has been enduring pain since she has moved in that household. Not just because she was being essayed, because she has abandonment issues of her mother and her father.
Y'all see the light moving?
I can believe that.
You understand? So she found comfort.
And I'm going to backtrack it. Y'all see that light moving? Let me backtrack. Watch the light, y'all. Watch that light keep moving.
Because she has abandonment issues of her mother and her father.
I can believe that.
You understand? So she found comfort and love from her what do you call that?
Her grandmother, auntie, the
And
Jarvis.
yeah, him.
Yeah.
So
The
you know,
monster. The monster.
yeah, the monster. Look at that spirit. Look at that spirit.
I saw it.
Like that's the second time in the flu. That baby is in here heavy. And that was for you, by the way. That wasn't for me. That was for the aunt. I mean the cousin. She looked at you as an aunt. That's why I keep saying aunt. I don't say cousin. The best way to do that is to go figure out what you can find by that gate where that dog is at. I'm not even going to pretend to tell you to go near nobody's water that you're not going to find nothing.
All right. Also that TV, y'all. Also that TV. Look, y'all been great. I really appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. Salute to everybody. Like I said, I wanted to make it short so that way everybody, won't have to go through a whole long demonstration. I'll see everybody back tomorrow. Make sure everybody pull up on Miss Parker. Miss Parker tomorrow. Miss Parker will be having a special guest. I'm not going to say who the special guest is, but make sure everybody pull up on Miss Parker tomorrow for a special guest. I see you strong, Survive. Let me grab a few more comments and then we're going to get out of here, y'all. God said, Chronicles 16:12, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. We want justice for this young. Shank, you rock. Facts. Appreciate you, Jacqueline. Bree wasn't the only one who pointed to the same location, so people just want to create division. Facts. I see you, CC. I see you, SPH. I'm starting to think y'all just want to discredit people. Shaking my head, twisting people's words, and manipulating your supporters is not going to stop Shanks, Miss Parker, or any other content creator support. That's facts. That's facts. Appreciate you, Lola. Yes, it's shaking. Kimberly says, keep watching the lights. It's ways to get around the dub. FYI, Benadryl and some food and wait only takes maybe 15 minutes and he's out sleeping. Respectfully, if you're not comfortable over here on Shank Rock channel, get your funky you know what on exit. I appreciate you, Paris. And I ain't even going to punish the chat for you using my favorite word. But I appreciate you, Paris. Salute. I see you, Shelly. Yes, Carmela, a meatball. Exactly, Paris. They just need to stop watching. They weird. That baby spirit is super strong. I see you, Chris. Renee. Do you see head dark it got? I saw it. And also, y'all, if y'all want to see the clip, if y'all don't want to, watch it on this again, y'all go to my backup channel, After Dark with Shank. I got it on my backup channel, After Dark with Shank. It's like 3 minutes. So if y'all want to hit over there, go hit over to the backup channel and watch it, all right? I see you, Jacqueline, Kimberly. Caller, just because people don't agree doesn't mean we are uncomfortable over here. Funky yet. I'm not going to punish the chat, caller. And you know I should punish the chat, caller, but I'm not going to punish the chat because you use my favorite word. Shout out to caller. I see you, caller. Pookie Poo. One thing I'm going to say about caller, don't talk ish. One thing I'm going to say about caller goes wherever caller want to go. Caller be in everybody's chat. Shout out to caller. Caller ain't gonna let nobody tell her where she can go and where she can't go. Caller be in everybody's chat. And in my opinion, that's how it should be. Go listen to everybody. Alicia, all funky asses, feel free to move around respectfully. Salute everybody. I appreciate everybody, and I'll see y'all back tomorrow, y'all. Salute everybody. I'll leave the chat rolling for a little bit, and y'all can hang around. I know what Precious Metal get ready to say. Don't let nobody be disrespecting chicken boxes and half. Shane. Yeah. Big Mama says facts. Caller says believe what you want. That's facts. Salute everybody. I'll leave the chat running and y'all can hang around. Matter of fact, I'm going to run it back for y'all. I'll run it back for y'all one more time, all right? Salute everybody.
You still her aunt. She still loves you. Stop blaming
I'm her
yourself.
cousin.
Cousin.
I'm not her aunt. I'm her cousin. Yeah.
But you're aunt figure.
I could have helped. Yeah, I could have gotten a hold of her if I would have knew.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to blame yourself. It's all right. Sometimes things is out of our control. That doesn't mean it's your fault. You understand? This baby has been enduring pain since she has moved in that household. Not just because she was being essayed, because she has abandonment issues of her mother and her father.
I can believe that.
You understand? So she found comfort and love from her, what do you call that?
Her grandmother, auntie, the
And
Jarvis.
him.
Yeah.
So
The monster. The monster.
Yeah, the monster. Look at that spirit. Look at that spirit.
I saw it.
Like that's the second time in the flu. That baby is in here heavy. And that was for you, by the way. That wasn't for me. That was for the aunt. I mean the cousin. She looked at you as an aunt. That's why I keep saying aunt. I don't say cousin. The best way to do that is to go figure out what you can find by that gate where that dog is at. I'm not even going to pretend to tell you to go near nobody's water that you're not going to find nothing.
Yeah.
What I will do and say to you and the family, because you guys have not been able to put her to rest the way you want to, what I will say is light you some white candles and put some pictures up with her and have a visual for her, respectfully. Because either way, she has to be resonated a certain way.
We don't want to let go until we know. We don't want to let go until we know what happened to her. We don't want to let go till we find out.
You don't have to let go, but give her some sense of comfort and peace. I ain't simply saying move on and let life go on, but just give her some sense of comfort and peace. She knows y'all care. Just what candles represent is to keep the line of communication open from our world to that world. A white candle. Once you light that wick, it's initiated.